Welcome to Rocky Broad Solar, where we encourage you to make the current flow. On today's episode, we're going to look at the dark side of the solar industry. So I got a call from a customer here in Western North Carolina recently whose installer had just installed this system in the last year and went bankrupt. They're completely out of business, and turns out all of his attachments, or several of his attachments, are leaking into their home, causing home damage. So I came out there. The homeowner had a tarp over the array, started some investigation. And again, this is very common, but the attachments used here were the Unirock Stronghold attachments. And there's many different manufacturers that use similar attachments like this that sort of rely on that lag to hold the attachment firmly into the rafter and suction to the roof to create a watertight seal and the addition of some sealant. While if you're perfect and everybody hit the rafters dead center every time, that is an acceptable attachment and it will provide a waterproof seal. The truth is, people aren't perfect. People make mistakes. A lot of times the guys up on the roof only have a couple of years under their belt. Some of these big companies have panel pay. Whatever the case may be, untrained solar installers will often miss those rafters, and so attachments that rely on that rafter attached lag to actually seal the roof penetration, in my opinion, it's just a bad design, and it's not an attachment that I would suggest on anyone. So here we're gonna have Christopher and Ryan out here getting this customer all fixed up. We decided to go ahead and use some flash feet on this one, just to kind of have a nice flashing that would cover up all these attachments and the damage that occurred on the original installation. Let's get into it.
Alright, so we are starting our day by removing the tarp that has been covering this solar array that was recently installed by another company less than a year ago. So I guess you can get the general idea of what we're going to be doing here is replacing some feet and fixing these leaks in this roof. Looks like we have a...
He's got all kinds of wires hitting us. All kinds of wires.
Definitely see here that we have a lot of wires touching the roof, which is collecting leaves and other debris. We're going to try and tidy that up for the client as well. I think we're coming in on definitely a low quality build here.
Yeah, look at that.
Alright, so I am in the attic and I'm kind of calling out specific areas of damage. As you can see there was a miss, and you can see noticeable water damage. Same there. You actually can not see a lag on either side here, but you do see some discoloration a little bit, so we're going to treat that as well as water damage as well. We're pretty much planning to go through, replace all of the feet that are missing lags partially or completely, and then we are just going to reseal every foot.
Hey, DIY solar is not for everybody. This stuff's complex and difficult. If you're just looking to hire a professional to install solar and storage on your home in the Western North Carolina area, go ahead down in that description below. Check out our Rocky Broad Solar intake form, where you can just fill out some questions about your specific scenario, and we'll get back to you within a few days with a zero-cost, pressure-free quote. You can also check us out at www.rockybroadsolar.com, or you can just give us a call at the number here, 828-231-8359. Let's get back into it.
Right. So here's a finished foot. Right here, we've got a U-shaped piece of sealant on the underside. Once we slide this into place, we'll drive our lag through. confirming we're on the right spot.
Alright, so we are also putting some Kimlink sealant kind of on any exposed potential roofing nails, and then just a solid bead along here just to help hold the shingle down. So we're putting a little dollop of Kimlink over the old hole. Alright, so we have made the feet repairs on the top row. We have used the flash feet in the ones that we needed to replace. And we have gone and put a generous amount of sealant around the ones that did not have any leak issues, but we just went ahead and sealed them up double good. Top row's done. We are going to start moving these panels up here. We were able to remove the rail just by loosening these screws and sliding the rail straight out the top, meaning we did not need to relocate the microinverters, so the existing string map is going to stay intact the way it was. And we're just going to start bumping these panels up so we can access the lower row, and then the panels that were on top we're going to put down to the bottom. Just save space on the roof here. So here's a couple of the existing feet that we're going to replace. I don't know if you can see in the video, but that has a significant amount of play in it. This one, well, there you go. That's obviously not attached very well. So I'm really glad we're getting this replaced before we had a big windstorm or something, because some of these are just attached to nothing. Go ahead.
So we're looking at our solar deck here. Really, they should have cut back this row of shingles to accommodate the flashing there. On top of that, they forgot to do their set screws. Plus, Wagos.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Wow.
Maybe we'll pop some
Buchanan's on there.
Buchanan's on there, yeah.
All right. Not how you do it.
Not how you do it. They actually hit the rafter, however, they wallered it out, and this lag isn't going to bite. So we're going to go in and we're going to flash this hole, seal it, and then to maintain our maximum of 48 inches, we're going to put a foot on each side of it, and it should work out just fine.
Alright, so what I like to do for a nice clean cut of flashing, not using tin snips where it kind of gets this jagged edge, is I just take a knife or box cutter, score it one good time, and then it folds right off. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but it folds and makes it clean. There you go. It took me like 2 good folds, but nice clean cut there of flashing. This seems a little long, but this way we can get up at least under the full shingle course above it and get a really good seal in there. Alright, here's our bottom row. After we have done the repairs, we did 14 flashed feet, and we went ahead and just sealed up really good all the remaining feet. A couple of these I was able to pull out by hand. We have a much more secure fit now. We went ahead and sealed really good around the solar deck. We put a bunch of sealant on top of it here, and we went ahead and put the set screws back in. So solar deck is back in better action. We've got all the grounding back intact. We're gonna lay the remainder of these panels, get out of this heat. All right, we are feeling good. We got all the panels up. We've got a nice little gap down the middle. Everything is cinched down and all the feet are back and resealed. So we are happy to be getting off this roof.
As always, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Till next time, take care.